Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Through Solomon Scott selections here for Wednesday, June 26th. For again, today's play of the day. Quick recap what happened yesterday. We had a loss in baseball with Ryan Kreidler under half a hit at even money on DraftKings. Wasn't even close. In fact, we lost on the first pitch. Kreidler had a bunt single on the first pitch that he saw. Then he had another infield single later in the game, which was just an insane ruling. It was clearly an error by Trey Turner. A point is, though, lost on the first pitch. I still think Kreidler is terrible, but either way, point is he did beat us via bunt. So picked up a loss there. I'll look for a winner here on Wednesday. For this actual play, though, do want to remind you once again that we have more picks on the Winners Wines website. So don't forget to go to the website. And you do use the promo code 9YHUJG, T35 to get the 5% off. Code is also in the description. Plus, a reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the bell so you get notified, and you'll never miss an episode. Now, for the actual play, going to soccer, we're looking at a matchup in the Euro 2024 between Slovakia and Romania, taking place at around noon Eastern time. And for this matchup, we're going to go with a two-pick parlay. Going to go with the under 2.5 goals parlayed with both teams to score no. And that two-pick pays out at minus 130 on DraftKings. Time recording of 2 a.m. Eastern time. So covering why we're going to go with the two-pick same-game parlay in this Romania and Slovakia game. First reason involves a lot of context. Now, normally, if I were to ask you what the usual price is for a draw in any soccer match, probably close to 3-1. Usually you expect kind of a back and forth, unpredictable matchup, and draw is going to be around 3-1. Draw in this game is even money. Now, you might be wondering what is up with this actual line. Does somebody know something? Is there potentially, I don't want to say a rigging involved, but the point is there a strong belief there will be a draw for these two teams? And the answer is yes. I got to go through the actual context because it is the final game of the group stage for both teams, and both teams automatically advance into the round of 16 with a draw. So the point is, neither team has to actually do anything in this game in order to advance. The only thing they can't do is lose. So there's basically an argument going on that both teams may or may not have pre-negotiated a draw. And with that being the case, that's why the draw is priced so cheaply at even money compared to the normal price of like 3-1 for most matches. Now, with that being the case, that does definitely result in a lot of reason to believe this should be a low-scoring game, potentially 0-0. That's why the 0-0 is at like 360 compared to the usual price of like 8 or 9-1. Point is, though, with that being the case, the context does suggest, and the overall logic is that both teams are not going to try to screw each other over, and that both teams, since they still can each get eliminated if they end up losing, are just going to basically make a truce and agree to a draw before the game's even started. Now, there is a chance that one team might end up going for it, maybe scores an accidental goal, and you end up getting a bit of chaos there for the 0-0. Point is, though, I do want to back something that actually does have some historical trends of success in case this idea of a prearranged draw kind of goes haywire. So the reason why I am going to go with the two-pick parlay instead is because I do want to mention that at least one team has not scored in 3 of Romania's last 4 matches, and at least one team has not scored in 3 of Slovakia's last 4 matches. So we have seen some clean sheets in their respective matches anyway. So with that being the case, I do think it was going to be a lower scoring game anyway with the amount of stakes, and the fact that both teams advance on a draw tells you that there's really no reason for either team to do anything in this matchup. Now, you could argue 1-1 is still an outcome that we would lose on because both teams to score would end up hitting, and we have the no. The point is, though, it's a lot easier to prearrange a draw 0-0 than 1-1. What are you going to do if one team scores a goal? You're going to let the other team score on national television? I feel like the point is both teams are going to come out extremely defensive, extremely careful, and I don't want to say potentially coordinated, but I think the argument is after what we saw in yesterday's 2 games, the last 2 games on Tuesday, the final group stage games have been very cagey anyway, where we saw back-to-back 0-0 draws in the England group. I see a similar story here. I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. Maybe one team messes up and gives up a goal and you see them lose 1-0. But the point is, I do think that this is a safe way to play what should be a very ugly and a very boring match. So the play that once again here for Wednesday, June 26th is going to be on the two-pick same game parlay. Romania, Slovakia under 2.5 goals parlayed with the both teams to score no option at minus 130 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.